3 steps to generating documents with DocuGen. Let's start by adding a DocuGen view to our Monday.com board. The first thing we need to do is to add a DocuGen view to our board. This board contains information about candidates or jobs at our company. We would also include in it sub-items. Let's add the DocuGen view. Search for DocuGen in the View Center and add the view. Once you've added it, you can name it anything you want. Let's call this one Offer Letters. To test DocuGen, click on the green button that says Generate Document. This will generate a test document that you will receive by email. This is the email I received. The document is attached to it. It's a simple table. To make our documents look pretty, we need to add the Word template. Let's do that. Start with an existing Word document. However, we need to replace some of the text with values coming in from our board. For example, Jim Smith should be the name of the candidate. This should be his address, and this should be his phone number, and so on. In order to do this, we will download the list of DocuGen placeholders. To do this, we're going to generate a list of all placeholders that DocuGen supports. From our board, let's go to the DocuGen view we created moments ago. Let's go to Settings, and let's click on Get List of Placeholders. Within moments, you will receive an email that contains a document containing all the placeholders you can use in your document. Let's check this out. This is the document I received from DocuGen. It's a list of all the placeholders that the board supports. Let's use it on our template. I've placed both documents next to each other. On the left is the sample offer letter that we will use to create a template. And on the right is the DocuGen placeholders document that was generated moments ago. What we want to do is we want to replace things like Jim Smith here with a placeholder that will insert the correct name depending on who we're generating the offer for. In this case, I will scroll down in the document for the placeholders to the column placeholders. I know that the name of the person, the candidate, is in the first column, which is the icon column. I'm going to copy the placeholder for that from the placeholder column here, and I will paste it right there. But I will make sure not to include any formatting. That's great. Now we have our first placeholder. We need to also include the position in this place. The position is one of the columns in our board, and it has its own placeholder. This is the placeholder. I will copy it, Command-C, and I will paste it here instead of the word media buyer, and I will make sure to not include any formatting. Even things like the company name that you work for can be pulled in dynamically from your board. This is called the account name, and if I scroll down in the placeholder document, I can see that the account name placeholder is right here. I'll copy it, and I'll paste it instead of the word cloud concept here. And I'll continue replacing all these items that need to be placed dynamically with placeholders. Going back to our DocuGen board, make sure you are on the Settings tab and click on the Document Format sub-tab. Click on Select Template and select the document you just created with the placeholders. Once it's done uploading, click Generate Document and check the document in your email. This is the email we received from DocuGen. This is the attachment, which now includes all the information from the board filling in the document in place of the placeholders. Well done! Finally, let's add the integration recipe. DocuGen integration recipes allow us to generate documents that are specific to any item on the board. Let's start by clicking Integrate, then search for DocuGen. You will see 3 different integration recipes. They're all more or less the same. We will try this one, which is triggered by a button. Once you click on it, it will load the integration recipe, and it will have very simple parameters to fill. The first one is a button click. We don't have a button on our board, so we will go ahead and create one on the fly. and we will select it here. And when the button is clicked, we need the document to be generated using the settings that we saved in the DocuGen view called Offer Letters. That's all. I'll add this recipe to the board, and you'll notice that there is a new button that, once clicked, will generate a document that will reach us by email. However, you can also have documents saved to the board. For example, by adding a file column and telling DocuGen settings to save the generated document in the file column. Now, going forward, whenever you click the button, the document will be generated and saved in the file column. There you go. You can find a wealth of information on our support website called support.docugen.io. You can find information on getting started, including how you do the templates and the recipes that we covered here. You'll also find tutorials, and you will find a template gallery and a lot of other information that is going to be very useful. Good luck!